A's Extra.
Welcome back to the Anglers Extra pregame show after the day off. Chatham back at it for game 25, taking on the first place Yarmouth-Dennis Red Sox at Veterans Field. It's time for the Manager's Show. I'm Jake Klein with the Chatham skipper, Dennis Cook. Dennis, a couple of nights ago, a 5-4 loss to Orleans, another close game. What did you make of that one?
Had a chance to drive in a lot of runs that game. We had a lot of guys in scoring position. We couldn't push them across. You know, it's kind of been our story this last few games. Difficulty driving in runs with guys on third base, less than 2 outs. So hopefully the off day will reset us and we'll be able to swing the bat a little bit better and drive some runs in.
If it was, you could decide the outcome, what would the situation look like with runners on third or runners in scoring position and less than 2 outs?
Just a little more of an approach. If the infield's back, just all we need is a ground ball to the infield. You know, maybe we sneak it through and we score 2, but, you know, just a little more situational baseball. If, you know, infield's in, hit the ball on the fly in the outfield. I know that's easier said than done, but, you know, these are supposed to be high-level kids, and they need to figure out a way to execute and get that done.
How do you balance when you have college players who come to the Cape Cod League and they want to impress and they want to play well in front of scouts versus, hey, manufacture a run when the time comes for that? How do you balance that with the players?
Well, I think that's what the scouts are looking for, guys that can drive in runs. I mean, that's the name of the game. Whoever steps on the home plate more wins the game. So I think that's what they're looking for. You know, they want to see a guy on second base with nobody out, see if the hitter can hit a ground ball to the right side. You know, I'm not saying you have to hit a ground ball to the second baseman, drive the ball through the right side and score him, or at least get him over to third. That's how you play baseball.
Over the last couple of games here, the bullpen ERA has gone down, even though there has been a couple of blown saves and late leads lost. What have you made of your bullpen over the last week or so?
I think we've thrown the ball good. We just got to figure out how to get the last 3 outs. You know, that's been just this last stretch, you know, and I break it up. I break the season up into series of off day to off day. And this last series we had off day to off day, we didn't do a very good job of getting the last 3 outs.
I know you've said you don't have any pitcher on the staff that you would designate as a closer. What is, with the bullpen that you have right now, your ideal kind of end-of-game scenario? Probably
Collins Black coming in the game and pitching the 9th inning. I think he's probably the closest thing we have to a closer.
What do you like about Collins in that spot?
Well, he's got a funky slot. If he gets the ball down, he gets good sink, so he's going to keep the ball on the ground for the most part. He's got strikeout potential, so, you know, right now he's our best option.
It feels like the lineup more or less has been in the same spot for the last couple of games or so. Does it feel to you like it's kind of settling down now and you have your group for this last push?
I wouldn't say that. I would say that, you know, we're always looking to improve. We'll give guys opportunity as much as we can, and if we feel like we can improve in a position, we're going to do it.
I know one of the places you said you might get a guy back was at second base or really all over the field where Armani Guzman can play. He ended up not getting picked in the Major League draft. Do you expect him to return?
Yes, Armani's returning, and he's going to play center field for us. He needs to be in center field. That's where he's going to become a pro. That's where the pro teams are going to want him to play with his speed. He's going to have to get out there and learn how to, you know, get reads and jumps, and you know, hopefully he can come and play a few games with us and get that figured out.
Chatting with Dennis Cook on the Manager's Show before the A's take on the Yarmouth-Dennis Red Sox at Veterans Field. Dennis, I know every opponent is a nameless, faceless opponent for your team, but hard to ignore that Yarmouth-Dennis has lost only 4 times this summer. From what you've seen across the way, what has made them successful?
I hadn't seen them enough to have an opinion on that. You know, they're obviously playing good ball. They've won 19 games. That's pretty damn good. But, you know, I don't know. I hadn't sit down and watched them play other than the couple times we've played them. When you look across the diamond and you have a 19-win team, how can you stress to the team that it is no more important than any other game? It's not. I mean, we're not competing against them. We compete against the ball and the mitt. Pitchers compete against the mitt, and the hitters compete against the ball. It's not, we don't compete against people. We mitt and ball. You've got Oliver Pudvar on the mound again. He was named to the Cape League's East Division All-Star team as a replacement. What does that honor mean for him? I'm sure it's a great honor to him, but it's even more so for me because I like guys like him that pitch a lot of innings during their school year, and he wants to come up here and pitch more for us, and he wants to relieve. He has fun. He's a great teammate. I love it when those kind of guys are rewarded.
What has he meant to this clubhouse, this team?
He's just a good kid. I mean, everybody likes him. He gets along with everybody. All of our kids are good kids. We don't have a bad kid. They all get along great, and that's been one of the blessings of this summer.
What goes into when you decide, okay, which players are going to come to Chatham, which players aren't? Not only looking at how good of a player are, but how good of a teammate and a person they are. Do you talk to coaches about that?
Oh, yeah, always. I mean, that's one of the things that, you know, the coaches sometimes call me on kids, and I'll ask them, is he a good teammate? Is he a good kid? Because in Chatham, we want good kids just as much as we want good players. It's important to our community and our host families that we have kids that are respectful and, you know, not going to cause any trouble.
There's Dennis Cook on the Manager Show. A's and Red Sox coming up. Dennis, as always, thanks so much for the time.
Thank you.